far out in the middle of the endless ocean, where the waves move endlessly beneath dark clouds and no sign of land can be seen for miles. A massive cargo ship slowly pushes through the deep water during a routine transport mission. The ocean feels calm, almost lifeless, but inside the ship's control room, something unusual suddenly appears on the radar. At first, the crew thinks it is just interference from the deep sea, but the signal grows larger, stronger, and impossible to ignore. A massive object is resting beneath them, buried deep under the ocean floor. The ship immediately slows down as tension fills the bridge. Crew members gather around the radar screens, staring silently at the strange shape glowing beneath the water. No one knows exactly what it is, but everyone understands one thing. Whatever is down there is enormous. Within minutes, recovery procedures begin. Marker buoys are dropped into the sea while giant underwater drones are prepared for descent. The weather grows darker as the drones enter the water, disappearing beneath the surface while powerful spotlights cut through the deep blue darkness below. As the drones descend farther and farther, the sunlight disappears completely, replaced only by floating particles and silence. Then suddenly, hidden beneath years of ocean decay, something massive begins to appear. A giant Volvo FH12 420 refrigerated trailer truck rests motionless on the ocean floor, partially buried beneath sand and marine growth. Its once powerful body is now covered in thick rust, algae, zinc buildup, and layers of corrosion created by years underwater. The headlights are shattered, the trailer doors are coated with sea life, and the metal surfaces look almost unrecognizable. It feels less like a truck and more like the remains of a forgotten machine lost to time itself. The drones circle around the giant vehicle, scanning every inch while the crew watches the live footage from above in complete disbelief. The truck is huge, far larger than they expected, and despite the damage, much of its structure still remains intact. This is no ordinary wreck. This is a machine worth saving. Massive recovery chains are lowered into the depths while the drones carefully position themselves around the truck and refrigerated trailer. One by one, the thick steel chains lock into place around the chassis and trailer frame. The recovery operation begins slowly. The chains tighten, the ocean floor trembles, and years of sand and debris explode into the water as the truck begins to move for the first time in ages. The ocean almost seems unwilling to let it go. Slowly, inch by inch, the massive Volvo rises from the darkness below. Sediment swirls violently around the vehicle while the drones pull upward with enormous force. As the truck climbs higher toward the surface, light begins touching its rusted metal once again. Then, in one unforgettable moment, the giant truck bursts through the ocean surface surrounded by crashing waves and exploding water. Huge amounts of seawater pour from every opening while the truck hangs suspended in the air beneath the recovery drones. The cargo ship crew watches in silence as the forgotten machine returns to the world above. Even covered in destruction, the truck still looks powerful. The cargo ship slowly approaches while the drones transport the massive vehicle across the rough ocean water. Chains sway heavily, seawater continues dripping endlessly from the trailer, and years of corrosion become fully visible under the daylight. The cargo ship deck is prepared carefully with massive support beams, industrial cranes, and heavy locking systems because one mistake could destroy everything. Slowly, the truck is lowered onto the cargo ship while metal creaks echo through the air. For the first time in years, the Volvo touches solid steel again instead of the ocean floor. The recovery mission is complete, but everyone knows the real challenge has only just begun. After a long journey across the sea, the cargo ship finally arrives at a massive industrial dock where enormous cranes and restoration crews wait to receive the recovered vehicle. The truck is carefully lifted from the ship and transported into a huge restoration warehouse filled with tools, machinery, lights, and heavy equipment. Up close, the damage is worse than anyone imagined. Thick rust covers nearly every surface. The engine compartment is sealed shut with corrosion, the trailer walls are weakened, and the entire chassis is scarred by years underwater. Yet beneath all the destruction, the shape of the legendary Volvo FH12 still remains. The restoration process begins immediately. High-pressure water cannons blast against the truck, ripping away algae, marine buildup, and layers of hardened grime. Foam chemicals spread across the body, while giant brushes scrub years of damage from the metal. Dark, dirty water pours endlessly across the workshop floor as the original surfaces slowly begin to appear beneath the corrosion. The transformation is incredibly satisfying. Every pass of the pressure washer reveals more clean metal hidden underneath years of decay. Soon, the front grille begins to reappear, the trailer doors become visible again, and parts of the chassis regain their original shape. But the deeper the restoration goes, the more serious the damage becomes. The engine compartment is finally cut open with industrial tools, sending sparks flying across the workshop. Inside, the once powerful diesel engine sits completely covered in oil sludge, corrosion, rust, and seawater damage. Nearly every component is damaged. The restoration team carefully dismantles the engine piece by piece. Corroded turbochargers are removed, fuel systems are disconnected, pistons are extracted, and ruined components are separated from those that can still be restored. Massive sandblasting machines strip years of corrosion from the engine parts, while precision tools smooth damaged metal surfaces back into shape. Slowly, the engine begins its transformation. Fresh pistons are installed, rebuilt turbochargers are mounted back into position, cooling systems are reconstructed, and new wiring reconnects the truck's electrical systems. One by one, the parts return to life. The engine cover is polished until it shines like chrome, while every mechanical system is rebuilt stronger than before. Finally, after countless hours of restoration, the engine is ready for its first ignition test. The workshop falls silent as the ignition system powers on. The engine shakes slightly, struggles for a moment, and then suddenly roars back to life with a deep, powerful sound that fills the entire warehouse. After years beneath the ocean, the heart of the Volvo beats.